Hello, Frith. Hello, Slugex. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I just had my Twitch up and now it's gone somewhere fucking magical. I'm not sure where it went, so I'm trying to figure out where that went. Even I cannot find it. I'll just get a new tab open really quick, so don't mind if I do. Actually, I can just go stream manager. There we are. He was hiding underneath my nose the whole time. Rude. Very rude. And it's still not showing up on the OBS. What in the hell? Hello, Roosh! I bid you greetings. There we
Charles
go.
IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Just a little reminder of the backseas that was going on for people who weren't here the first time about. Quick sec. Seat. 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 Okie doke. What debts do we have? As far as we're aware of, we're on top of things. Life is God's gift. Life is a gift.
The Neuhoff stud farm's been raided. We don't know much about what happened, just what that...
Also, I apparently am overburdened. I must have grabbed some stuff. Yeah, I must have grabbed some of these tunics and whatnot. So let's go actually get this stuff, as we say, delivered. Yep. Oh, we must praise the good boy.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy.
Sidekicks. The dog's sense of smell is only a 17. Oof. For right now, though, we need to head into town and get some of this junk offloaded. I mean, that makes sense. It's an expansive RPG. There's a lot to do. Reputation lost. Why? What did I do? Oh. Oh, we're not waiting for shit. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize that. Only a little bit of scumming involved.
The Neuhoff stud farm's been raided. We don't know much about what happened, just what that Neuhoff stable boy told us. Get your arses mounted up and let's ride out. On the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble. Can we go? Are you ready?
Not yet.
Well, why are you wasting time? We won't wait forever.
Is there somewhere I can just dump some equipment? Yeah, there's a blacksmith right here.
Jesus Christ be praised. Take care now.
Okay, what can I sell really quickly? Actually, it's more of the armor I need to sell. We are in Czechlands. Oh, I got for weapons. What weighs a crap ton? Don't really need the bludgeon. Maybe it's all the arrows I have on me. No way, I can also sell some of this loot. Oh, my boots are fucked anyway, so sell these old boots. And put on the new shoes. Grotian's the currency. They're roughly equivocal, so I'm gonna go with just... Oh no, the main reason why this sword is... Okay, I see what the problem is here. I don't have the agility level. We can fix that with some time, though.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Since it's you.
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Actually, that's more than I was hoping for.
Very well, I agree.
Hell yeah. Put on the new boots. Mail coif. Can be put on the same time as the padded coif. Flip this tunic. Oh wait, no, that's me buying things. No, no, no. I want to sell. Get a little bit more money out of this. Still wondering what the hell I have that weighs so goddamn much. Is it really just the summation of all my armors? Do I really have 86? Whatever. Now that I've actually regained my mobility. Go!
Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. Then follow me. Keep quiet and do exactly as you're told. I don't know what Sir Radzig sees in you, and I don't care. If you're to ride with my men, I expect you to listen.
Yes, sir.
Against all better judgment, they've decided to give you your own horse. The dappled gray beside my stallion is yours. Make sure you take good care of him. Now, mount up and ride behind us.
Dapper Stallion. Hi, Pebbles!
All right, men. Saddle up. No dawdling. Last one there won't find me a happy man.
Also, yeah, as a frame of reference, the last thing we just did in game was, the last thing we just did in game was, save, Sir Capon. And we were out in the woods. I'll wear my Scallots, whipping frock. You know, represent the colors and all that. Put most of my savior schnapps on the horse to try and save some weight. And the rest of these are base. Oh, and put the spade away. That should help with inventory concerns. Yeah, but I haven't even had the chance to get up. Yet it's like, fuck. I am filthy and I know it. Oh, that's how it works. You just hold down shift and it literally will just guide on the road. Well, shit. Only took this long for me to figure that out. I'm genuinely stupid. And Doggo's riding with us. Hell yeah. Or rather, he's running with us, but you know what he means. Still, I think we're right on the border of what would be considered sloth culture. Nah, it will follow roads as long as you're just sprinting. Oh, we can repair our shoes. I just haven't bothered to do so. Or rather, I couldn't do so. We're on the clock right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, the countryside is beautiful. This would be a delight to do in real life, actually. Just tromping down the road, just looking at the vast, beautiful scapes.
Yeah.
That's not so great, though. Also, everything's got a notable tinge of being on fire. They did indeed. Or rather, was raided.
Where's your master?
In the paddock.
Crucifix. What kind of beast could do this?
The blood of the martyrs. What happened here? Why?
Someone came at night and hamstrung every one of them. The horses, screaming, must have woke poor Radek, the stable boy.
Let me know if this is too quiet.
And when he tried to stop them... And then when my husband tried to help them, they killed him too. And when they were done, they put a torch to the stables.
My sincere condolences, ma'am. I swear we'll hunt those monsters down and make them pay for this.
The horses were still alive when I came. We had to finish them off. All of them. The pain in their eyes. They couldn't understand how anyone could do this to them.
Did they steal anything? Any horses?
Nothing. They wanted blood, not coin.
Did your husband quarrel lately? Was there anyone who might want revenge?
He argued over the price of a saddle, maybe, but nothing that could drive a man to this.
These are dark days when there's more kindness in horses than in men. Did you see anything? How many were there? Or what did they look like?
We saw no one.
Has anyone tried to follow the trail?
No. We were fighting the blaze until now, and even if we weren't, what chance would any of us have against someone who could do this?
Pox on it. Mount up and quarter the area. We have to find out where they went. Look for tracks and ask the folk if they saw anyone. Fuck, someone must have at least caught sight of them.
Yes, sir.
What about me, Captain?
What the hell use are you? You stay here.
Please, let me do something. I could have a look around the area and see if they left any tracks.
Well, if you must. Just don't get in anyone's way, don't go too far, and come back here when you're done.
Still, Roosh is correct. The loss of all these horses is a far greater economic loss, though losing the farmers and the farm ground is also pretty fairly devastating.
How could anyone be so cruel? They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that? They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that? Smell, the stud farm owner. I saw him in Skalitz a few times. His poor widow.
Oh, yeah. Not downplaying that, not downplaying anything here. But, yeah, an entire stable's worth of dead horses is, capital crime, to put it lightly.
Ask.
I can come back later if you...
No. I saw you came with the soldiers, and the sooner you know everything, the sooner you'll catch those savages.
I'm sorry to trouble you, ma'am, but could you tell me about the raid?
The noise woke us up. Me and Smill. We thought the horses were restless, or maybe some drunk had staggered here from the inn.
Do you get drunks coming here a lot?
Sometimes, but not this time. My husband went out to see what was going on. Then I just heard loud voices and screaming. It's so stupid. It didn't even occur to me at first that something could have happened to Smill. I didn't find out until the morning.
Did you recognize any of the voices you heard?
No, but they spoke Czech, cursing like demons, even at each other.
At each other? They quarreled?
Yes. Something must have happened.
Because the unfortunate fact of the matter is that it's not just men can be replaced, or otherwise you can incentivize people to move back onto destroyed territories. Raising a horse, on the other hand, is not only is that entire bloodline of horses dead, but you now need new mares and studs to come back, and you need to recultivate a bloodline that is now lost, and you need to raise them up over several generations to get this operation back in line. And it's not like, you can just wait to replace horses, because this is the Middle Ages. And the Middle Ages very much require you to have cavalry at hand. So, yeah.
And where did you hear this noise?
Everywhere. It was chaos. I don't even know how many of them there were.
I mean at the very start. Do you remember where you heard the noise come from then?
I don't know. I just don't know.
And where did you hear this noise?
Beat that.
Everywhere. It was chaos. I don't even know how many of them there were.
I mean at the very start. Do you remember where you heard the noise come from then?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Again, a good quality horse with a solid bloodline Eugenics as a mass topic is not... It is a cruel and inhumane thing, but breeding is a very real science of cultivating, good traits that you want in animals. And it is believed that a good, sturdy bloodline can make for a very sturdy horse.
Did you get a look at them? There's one man, huge and dressed all in black. Did you see him?
No, I didn't.
Who should I question about the raid? Did anyone here see anything?
From what I've heard, Mark was the first one to wake. It might be a good idea to talk to him.
Ginger was sleeping in the stable. He might have seen something. Jacob, the old stable boy. He even fought with them.
I don't know of anyone else.
Now, to be fair, economics are kind of a weird thing regarding it because it is both expensive and cheaper at this time and period because horses were needed in mass, while today they are a luxury. At least they have some horses still. Okay, so can't talk to you. Pork.
Another useless soldier come to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
What's wrong with your arm? Oh dear. That looks painful.
That's all you gotta say about it. You useless prick.
Oof. Failed my medicine check.
What in the world happened here?
The bastards attacked us. At night, a little before dawn.
And how did you come by that wound?
I heard someone talking, so I went to look outside. Then I saw what they'd done to the horses. I shouted at those bastards. Caught one by the cloak and started beating him.
Without a weapon? With just your fists?
Yeah. But he cut me pretty good, the fucker. Lucky for me, the others started to come out then, so the raiders ran. All that's left is his cloak.
And you've got no idea why they did it?
Something must have gone wrong for them. They ran off without taking anything.
There's one man in particular. Huge. Dressed all in black. Voice loud enough to crack stone. Did you see him?
Who the fuck do you think half killed me?
So he really was here. The bastard. Can you help me?
Help you? And how have you helped me?
Can you help me?
Okay, so there's no fancier dialogue.
And how have you helped me? Take care now.
Well, that's not good. It's like the grain was not disrupted at all.
God above.
How could anyone be so cruel?
This one got it in the back. And there's more of them over by the main stables.
Blood in this direction.
Poor wretch. He must have crawled here. If it was the horses they were after, there'll be even more of them by the main stables.
That is gonna not be good for the watering hole.
me alone. Go away.
But there's no need to be afraid. With your help, I'll find those bastards and then I'll make them pay.
They deserve it.
What do you need to know?
What actually happened here?
They killed the animals and... Why did they kill them?
Think carefully now. How did it all start?
We heard the animals, their shrieks, then Smill. He shouted, and they murdered him.
You're certain it was the animals first and then Smill, not the other way round?
I'm certain. I'd never heard a sound like that before. Now I'll never forget it.
Did they take anything?
No.
What happened after that?
We ran outside and it was chaos. Animals were dying, the stables were burning, and those demons everywhere.
The stables were already burning. Didn't that happen after they fled?
No. It was to set the blaze when they arrived.
You said they were demons?
No, just vermin. Worthless human vermin.
How many of them were there?
Not many. There were just a few that came after us, but more round the back. I heard them yelling at each other.
So they were yelling because of all the noise?
No, something happened. They quarrelled.
In the back? Where?
Towards the woods. To the north. They were trying to get away.
So some of them were running away and the others were fighting?
Aye. For a time. Then more of us came out and we fought back, so the others fled as well.
Where? Where did they run to?
To the north. Into the woods.
We have a lead.
Thanks. That's all I needed to ask.
May the Lord watch over you.
We're still going to gather a bit more evidence. I think I'm going to turn up the audio a bit. It's quiet even for me, so... I don't mind talking the bit, but on the other hand, I try to generally go with a policy of, if it hasn't been said in the game, try not to speak too much of it. Though fun facts are fun facts. Actually, that's about as loud as it gets.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum.
Go with that.
Fiat voluntas.
That should make it a bit easier to hear things.
How could anyone be so cruel?
See what they did here? Kill them!
My poor Rosie.
Kill them!
How could anyone be so cruel?
But I know there's a lot of way of attacking the quest. I think, like in this one in particular, you can also ride down to the local camps nearby if you're running into trouble.
What? Who's there?
Easy. I just came to ask...
I don't know anything.
Are you hurt?
No, nothing. Not a scratch.
What really happened here?
I don't know. Someone attacked. I don't know who.
You didn't happen to hear where they came from?
No! I didn't see a thing.
Still, the fact they have some horses means that they're not doomed. They'll be set back for at least a generation, probably about 2 to 4, to have viable horses again. But at least they're not completely fucked. so let's get going north. There's Pebbles. And up we go. Yep, there's blood right here. Heyo, Nictus. We're just going into the woods to try and track some blood. We are doing, as one would say, an investigation. Which Kingdom Come is actually rather fond of as a quest. You'd think it's, you know, high medieval fantasy and, you know, all about the, you know, swords and horseplay, but it's really a whole lot of investigation stuff.
Ginger brat from the farm? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Oh. Allez, tu perdele.
Ow. Been a minute since I've done combat. Ow, ow, ow.
Are you gonna cry now? Blood will be spilt.
Can I really just, in the middle of combat, just use a bandage? So I'm pretty certain you're not allowed to use it. Yeah, not in the middle of combat. Holy shit, I'm getting my fucking ass whooped. Okay, general reminder, you can and will get rusty at combat.
We'll find those bastards, and I'll send them straight to hell myself. I'll already be there. What the hell was it?
Hi, friend. Really?
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Trying to remember what is the actual block button, because I remember, right, it's different here. Block is Q. Because funny game.
Do piche.
Accurate Battle Brothers first-person gameplay. Or did he just randomly die because I stomped on him?
What's the matter?
Or did he just bleed out?
Ow. Bring it up.
Ooh, new warfare level. No, fucking, why would you there? Don't get hit, puppy. Yeah, every time we perfect parry, he's like, whoa, holy shit, that was awesome, and just gets up.
Fucker! You call that called?
I have a pretty shit sword, actually, is the problem.
Why, it's a hoof pick. Someone in Neuhof must know more about it.
Hunting boots. Roshan chalice. Meat. Actually, where's his sword? There's the sword. The burger sword is a little less good compared to my sword. Oh, yeah, no, I just, again, don't have the agility levels. I'm getting there. Level of warfare. Bloodletter or rusty edge. The more damage your sword, the greater the chance of poisoning your opponent when you hit him, even without a poison applied to your weapon. We'll go with bloodletter. I want to make him bleed! Boy.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Meat. Boy is so happy.
Good fella.
You helped murder some people
That's
with
my
me.
boy.
Good boy. Still, I don't think I went this path this time. I actually didn't find these guys, I think, my first time around. I think I did stick to asking for help and just sticking to the script, so to speak. So this is ground I have not done in this quest before.
Why?
Do you know whose hoof pick this is?
Ginger's. He was always bragging about it. Why do you ask?
I found it on one of the bandits in the woods.
But he... Because of him? Because of him they murdered us? Lord in heaven!
Wait, hold on. You think Ginger was responsible for the attack?
He ran off! Don't you see? He was acting so strange and then he ran off! Why the hell would he do that?
That does sound rather odd. And you don't know where Ginger could have gone?
Dunno. Ask Jacob. May the Lord watch over you.
So, Fucko is busted. Anyway, is it time for a snack? Yes, it was. Also, yes, the Borger sword. Enhance the Borgers.
Any idea where I might find this Ginger?
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
Look, I know how he looks. But Ginger is a fine fellow. I don't believe he had anything to do with the attack.
Do you know anything about this hoof pick?
Yeah, it's Ginger's. He had it made in Mate.
Where could he have fled to?
I might know. But you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
You have my word.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've always kept to themselves, you know, charcoal burners.
But the forest is full of folk like that. It could be anywhere.
Aye, except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the stud farm towards Rate, you'll come across one of their camps. Only
what?
Ginger didn't go that way, though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Uzhitz.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke when they work. You'll smell them before you see them. And they need to be near water. There's that too.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them?
Exactly. Take care now.
Alright.
My respects to you.
I think Ginger is mixed up in it somehow.
Salutations,
Why do you
Paven.
say that?
The hoof pick I found on the dead bandit in the woods is his.
That is fucking suspicious.
He disappeared right after we found those bandits in the woods. And I think I know where he went.
Where?
To the charcoal burners. He has friends there.
We've got to find him. But if his friends really are hiding him, I doubt they'll talk to my men. You should search for him, Henry. Go, before the trail turns cold. I'll send a report to Ratai.
Very well, sir.
Doing investigation stuff.
Take care now.
Okay, back onto the main road. So, he was heading towards... shit. Apparently going to the south. They have to be near water. Oh, well, it's being very helpful to me right now. Not gonna be the obvious way. This game is not exactly like that, but it's a helpful direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the split in the road is up here.
Yeah.
This is needless a very good reason why we're upgrading our horsemanship as of the current time. Speaking of, ding! Yes, these footpaths are a little awkward to navigate. I promised I would hear him out. Not that, I wouldn't report to my superior officer.
Yeah.
Are these one of the houses? Don't think so, but I'll check this out anyway. Somebody lives here. Oh, it's the road past, I guess. There it is. That's barely any smoke at all. What the hell? So,
God be with you. Have you seen Ginger around here?
Who?
A boy with ginger hair, a stable boy from Neuhof.
No one from Neuhof's been here.
Farewell.
Sure on that one, Chief?
My respects to you.
Have you seen Ginger around here?
Who?
A boy with ginger hair, a stable boy from Neuhof.
No one from Neuhof's been here. God be with you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Could you help me?
Depends what you want, doesn't it?
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. They say he ran away and joined up with some charcoal burners he used to hang around with sometimes.
Sorry, there's never been a lad called Ginger around here. You have to try somewhere else.
A murder's been committed at Neuhof, and that boy likely knows who did it. It's vital I find him.
There's been murder aplenty in these parts of late, but that Ginger lad really hasn't been here.
There'll be a lot less murdering going on once I bring those bastards to justice, so how about helping me out?
Calm down, lad, for the love of God. There's been no one like the boy you want round here. But then again, there are other charcoal burners. Try them. You might want to hurry. You're not the first to be asking about him, and the others weren't exactly a noble-looking bunch, although they were generous with their silver.
They didn't happen to say what they wanted him for?
No, but they definitely didn't look like they wanted to invite him to a feast.
Do you have any idea where else he could have gone?
You said he was friends with the charcoal burners? Well, you'll definitely find some in the forest between Neuhof and Ujetz. There's good spots around there.
But that forest is huge. I could spend weeks searching.
Then follow the river. That's how you found us, isn't it? Where there's charcoal burners, there's always water nearby.
All right, I'll go and ask somewhere else.
Farewell.
Now we went to the correct spot. Alright, so apparently there's going to be Neuhof up north. Got it. While I am cheating a bit in referencing the map, it's a resource, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Not like there's great plumes of smoke I can reference here. And true, I could go not dressed as a soldier, but honestly, they don't seem resistant, they just don't know things. Sometimes that happens. Oh no, I would 100% use a map. I am very good at reading maps because my memory is fucking awful.
Yeah.
This is actually something that, I do not think it is a secret that I do have autism, and I had to go get checked for that shit, because apparently they thought, well, Big G thought I had lost that somehow between being born and some odd years ago. And, yeah, no, apparently I have a pretty healthy intelligence, except for memory, in which my memory is fucking abysmal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a fun fact.
Yeah.
The same way that somehow the government can think that, you're suddenly not who you claim to be? Beep, hi, Cuddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Government got confused. Sorry. Nah. Usually refer to, Oh, thank you graciously, Krios.
Any doctor will just need to enter the stream to give you an autism diagnosis.
Yeah, just casually just have some guy come on in here. I doubt you, sir! I accept the challenge. I am stupid, and I am more than willing to prove my... Oh, wait, I already do that. Fuck.
Any doctor will just need to enter the stream to give you an autism diagnosis.
Thank you graciously there, Krios, for 57 months. Fucking hell. Definitely one of the old lads around here. I do hope you continue to enjoy your stay, my dude. It sometimes triples. I really should just hard reset all the things and just clean up my OBS, but I'm a lazy bastard.
I'll be with you.
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhoff. Do you know anything about him?
I know him. What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him. He doesn't come here much.
I really must speak with him. A murder was committed at the stud farm, and that boy probably knows who did it. I have to get him to talk.
And you think he had a hand in it?
Hard to say. He ran away, but on the other hand, it seems he stabbed one of the attackers.
Well, when you put it like that, it's clearly urgent business. I do know him. Not personally, but I've seen him around. He's friends with the charcoal burners down by town.
Fuck.
I know he hangs around with the twins there.
Downstream by Talmberg, somewhere by the castle.
If you follow the river to the west, you're bound to run into them. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Some other men have been around asking about him, but they weren't as convincing as you. Take care now.
Well, we're getting closer. So down to Talmberg. Just follow the river west. River west. There's a road. Away we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nope. He does not follow down this road.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my memory is shit, but when it comes to, pathfinding, I do a pretty decent job. Pretty good at reading maps and remembering landmarks and whatnot. Are they on the... Okay, they're on the other side of the map. On the other side of the water. Blech. To be fair, this is really what it been like back in the day. Oh, these guys are named. Apparently they talk to the twins.
Where are you hiding, Ginger?
How did you... What the hell are you talking about?
Don't try that one on me. I know he's friends with a pair of twins from here. I'm here on the orders of Sir Hanush, and I need to talk to Ginger about the raid on the stud farm.
If Sir Hanush sent you, then you should deal with those two cutthroats who've been creeping around here asking about the poor boy. Once you take care of them, we won't have to hide him anymore.
You fucking... Alright.
Alright, I'll deal with them. And then you'll tell me where you've got Ginger hidden, right?
Right. You get rid of them, and I'll tell you.
So where can I find these bandits?
I'm not sure exactly. There's lots of places to hide around here. But they came and went over the bridge, so I reckon they must be somewhere between here and our neighbours.
That's a lot of woods to comb through.
Not all that much. There's a path around there somewhere leading to an abandoned camp. Farewell.
Yeah, you tend to look filthy a lot of the time in KCD1.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Farewell.
Do you think that fellow...
Hey, shh. Come here. I know something.
Good day to you. What do you need?
You know something about Ginger?
I might have heard something. And if you share a bit of silver with me, I might share what I know.
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well then, I'm sure you've got some silver on you. Just give it to me, and it'll be a done deal.
Alright.
And what if I bashed your face in and had you dragged off to the stocks in Ratai?
No need for that. All I wanted was a bit of silver, and instead I get the whip.
Spit it out, will you?
Well, fine. I've heard that they're hiding him in some remote cottage at the edge of the forest on the way to Uzhitz.
That didn't hurt too much now, did it?
God be with you.
You know what? Let's go deal with the bandit problem. And yeah, no, if you want people to talk, you kind of have to put the boot to them. People won't do it if you think you're gentle. True. Interrogation is often a less than reliable way of gaining information because people will say anything under duress. Over his fucking head.
You'll pay dearly for shooting.
Ah! I yield! Enough!
No surrender. We finish what we started.
Bastard!
Ah!
Curse it!
Stand on your feet.
No, now.
What's the matter? Come on!
That's one of the bandits, I think. Or I may have just killed a random man. I may have just killed a random man. Oh, these count as stolen, I think. Weird that they count as stolen, but okay. The problem is the quest is, at least I don't think it's possible to do so, to just... Yeah, I went off the beaten course. Fuck. Oh, hey, rabbit. Hold on. Still gotta get the practice in. Archery is still incredibly rough in this game. You can very much be out of practice with archery in this game. Boop. Got him. Oh, I know why it counts as stolen. These aren't woods I can hunt in. Going off the beaten path. No, he was still committing a crime, but the crime for poaching isn't usually death. It can be death, but he himself was not pre-sentenced to death. I did indeed. I will not deny. I made a accidental judgment there. Alternatively, it's a poacher. Here we are.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I was just about to ask you two the same thing. I'm looking for him too.
Then it's a pity neither of us have found him yet.
Thank heavens I've found you, though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhoff. Hmm?
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
Yeah! What's the matter? Had enough?
Yes, I know that he was a non-threat, but having two people beating on me would have been very easy to happen. What the fuck was that 360 twist maneuver? What the shit? Henry of fucking trick-shotting.
Can't!
Or
ha! Come on then. Oh. Go!
He's not a bad swordsman.
Give up! Here! Missed! Take that!
Don't like that sound. Don't like that sound at all.
Lost your wind?
Shit, I need to take care of myself. Let's see. What's the marigold concoction do? Dispel hangover and heals. How do I pull out my torch? Ah, get some lockpick practice in here. There we go. To be fair, I got ripped fucking open, so... Ah, this is his friend's stuff. He also had a full-on fucking battle axe in here. Roshan, armor kits. Well, with an armorer's kit, I can do a little bit of my own self-repairs. I'm gonna need a chance to actually get in town and get some real repairs going on. Oh, a level of maintenance. Actually, what's my agility at? It is at 5. I could actually use the nicer sword compared to this piece of shit. First aid 2. There's a lot of stuff I can grab here. I'm going to go for first aid 2 so I can try using that more correctly in scenarios like the situation I could have done with the other guy. Firm grip. Blocking costs opponent more stamina, or I can damage his weapon more. I'm going to go with costing stamina because stamina is what wins fights. Or, more appropriately, will lose a fight. Longsword. By the means of rapid attacks, put an opponent on the defensive, then fend to stab, but instead of carrying it through, execute a Mightle Howl, run the opponent's blade straight to the face. Sure. I like doing rapid stabbings. I just need the correct blade for it. And this is a short sword, not a long sword. Still... Sword's a sword. They're probably asleep, but as long as I kick them awake, it should be fine. Don't think I can put my own... Oh, I can. No, I can see there's a camp right there. Alright. I don't need to pin it, so... I really can't just kick him awake. Yeah, no, my chest got fucking ripped open with that fight. I am only using a Gamberson, so... Right, there's a bridge right here. Oh, right, I have to dump off some weight. Oh, shit. I did not intend to do that. Yeah, the dog unfortunately got hit in the middle of combat, so, not much can be done about that. Ran. I did not intend to hit Pupper.
Huh? No. Clear off. Let me sleep. Oh, why are you waiting?
Not gonna get any rest like this, so I actually do need to fucking... Is there nowhere to sleep around here? Pupper!
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
When the puppy comes back... Okay, so he has middling obedience.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy.
But yeah, the dog does kind of run around in the middle of combat everywhere, which means that on occasion he will just absolutely pop up and do... Or just right be where the sword swing is, which is unfortunate. Well, since I'm not going to get much out of him in the current moment, we'll have to wait till daylight. I'm injured anyway, so it'd be good to get some rest. I also noticed I hit him during the bandit fight as well. He just kind of seemingly runs all over the battlefield, so it's kind of hard to not hit him on occasion. Not in perfect health, but I'm in good enough health. Good morning, puppy.
Good fella. That's my boy.
So, Houndmaster level. Hunt. With your dog, you can hunt for game such as hares and deer. You give it a try tackling boar. Or, you've got a cute doggy so people take a liking to it too. You get a +1 charisma bonus. You know what? Hell yeah. Socialite with dog skills. The dog is a good boy and everyone recognizes it. Thus the hunt begins. Am I going through a fucking earthquake or something? Because my horse was just juddering around like it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Dank horse, his name is Pebble. Where are the twins?
Huh?
Relax for an hour. That's the spokesperson. Where is a twin? Ah, the man in red's the twin.
God be with you.
He's taken care of.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Uzits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled, though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Farewell.
Speaking of Jank Horse away! Hi-ho, Pebbles!
Yeah.
Still, what a name, Pebbles. It's almost like they didn't expect this horse to really get anywhere in life. Ah, accident. No, sure. What's wrong with this accident? Oh, I see animals on the inside. Look, it just kind of crashed. Well, up we go. Yeah, this Kind of is this even is a path. It's really goddamn subtle. Oh, no, I'm just stupid. Hey, fucko!
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognise? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz, and he has a limp.
Is Pebbles a common name? I would not know that personally. Also, go kick some ass. Plays a funny nation.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushitz, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
That sounds more like a spin-off of, like, Masters of Magic or... No, wait, that is Age of... Is it? Now I'm sending my brain into a twist. No, I'm thinking... No? Yes? God, this is gonna send me for a tizzy. Hold on. It is... Yeah, Age of Empires. Is it modded then? Yeah, Age of Wonders is... Yeah, that sounds correct to me.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. And I did what he said and hid. then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them. And
Fucking
2 of
8.
them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Time for more back and forth. At least we know where we're going. Oh god, it's a journey, alright. Okay. Still, Master of Magic. Unfortunately, I don't think people want to see an old DOS game, and I don't have the new one, because the new one was kind of half-baked, from what I understand. It tried to play from the book of Civilization 5, and that kind of sucks, because Master of Magic really kind of had its own thing. If you want the real successor to it, something like Dominions is going to be what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll take this road. Don't mind that if I did this in real life, I would fucking hit trees and sputter out at terminal velocity. Yet it's sadly really disappointing that the remake of Masters of Magic just didn't do it justice. I know there's some fan-made DLC that you can get on GOG. Just do that instead. Yeah, fuck off with that shit. That's what made Masters of Magic great. Gemfire?
Yeah.
Not sure what Gemfire is. Well, Masters of Magic was kind of the codifier for a lot of early strategy games. I think Civilization pulled quite a bit from it as well.
Good morning.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognised him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
Alright.
I'm sorry I have to disappoint him.
Me too. But I can't have him coming back. Not if him being here puts others at risk.
Very well. We'll see if we can't deal with those cutthroats yet.
Wait, but didn't
Then
I
I'd gladly take him back. But not until then.
just deal with that? Huh.
I'll be with you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognised one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. Farewell.
Oh, he's right here.
God bless you. What troubles you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
Strength and vitality,
It's somewhat
hell
at the
yeah.
centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I've found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new.
All right.
May the Lord watch over you.
I have a feeling that some of this is a little janked, but whatever. Right. Let us... I want to learn how to read. Well, I'm heading over to Ujits anyway, so... To be fair, this was their first game, so makes sense why it's a little less than reliable in its coding. It's still impressive what they've achieved and the ambition of what they were doing. I'm not going to give them too much shit as long as things generally quote-unquote work. But yeah, no, Masters of Magic was very much a strategy game that codified its time. The Age of Wonders, Dominion... God, there's at least 2 or 3 other games that try to copy in that style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the auto-pathing will happen on the main roads. On side roads, not so much.
Yeah.
And I am on the correct side of the road.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the... These are the woods I can hunt in. And that is the charcoal burners down there, so yeah, okay, we're heading to the right place.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm on the clock anymore, so... I can actually take the time to learn how to read.
Look, I tried to convince them. But they're still sure you were mixed up in it all. They think you partnered up with the bandits. If you went back, they wouldn't be too happy to see you.
What am I to do now?
I'm truly sorry, but you've other options. Try your hand at charcoal burning, perhaps. Or if you still want to work with horses, there must be plenty of stable work elsewhere. Ask around.
I suppose I could. Thank you. You've been very kind to me.
Look, we're not just gonna leave him hanging. But the part that made Masters of Magic so fucking cool was just having spells that could affect the entire map. Having spells that could, that were truly, you know, worthy of being attributed to Masters of Magic. Because yes, there were spells that could just blow up the world with their efficacy. They were genuinely terrifying and genuinely powerful. God. Ah! I just clotheslined myself somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Age of Wonders is about the closest I've seen to recreating the magic. God, now I'm gonna go play Age of fucking Wonders. So many games I've got to play on my free time that I just don't have the time to do. Fuck! Master of the Arcane. Yeah, that's one of the other games I was thinking of. And ironically enough, they did the whole Civilization tiles, the Civilization 5 tile set better than fucking the remake that they made for Masters of Magic did. Yeah, but I don't think I'm on the clock anymore. There's our scribe right here. No, else. Pulled up too early. But yeah, no, that was the kind of shit that made Masters of Magic cool, where magic was actually limited only by your creativity. There's the scribe.
Good health to you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So,
Behold, a man chicken.
Well, thank you graciously there, Zephyr. I do hope you continue to enjoy your stay. And thank you for the 40 months.
it's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Alright, so... remember how bad it was before that we were reading? Now it's slightly better. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering.
Behold, a man chicken.
But now, how you doing there, Zephyr? Again, thank you graciously, my dude. When I took it up, it was as heavy as lead and was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it second thoughts and soon found on his delegates that was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get won all the gold the goose cook could give. He killed it and opened it only to find no hang. Hello there, Footless. Welcome, welcome, my dude. Where the hell did the scribe go? Scribe man! Where the fuck did the scribe go? There he is.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable. And the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Alright. Book. Isnu est ibre tam malsu, un non aquale ampate prosit, libri multe amgistri snut. Pol mostis oritrest qui passe verbis pluma edict. So, dyslexia on top of Latin, because I know that, like, half of that shit wasn't proper Latin.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Oh god, fuck.
Nullus est liber tam malus, ut non alique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Ah, shit, I got a reading level. So, reading level. We either have colleague, all books are cheaper in the store, or when reading you get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. I like cheaper books.
May the Lord watch over you.
A skill book on reading. Oh, this is plenty of books.
Can we do something about the price?
Alright, so.
I would like, let's say 240?
Are we agreed?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
250.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Well, that's kind of the price I was hoping for anyway, so you know what? Henry, you're supposed to be investigating crime! But consider, I want to read. So let's read the primer. Ba ba, black sheep. You have you any wool? You'll find out in our latest publication, a primer for the 15th century coming soon to a scriptorium near you. Alright. The evils of Bohemia. On evil morals in Bohemia, the Czechs have ceased to preserve their good name and sinfully devote themselves to hedonistic delights. The old of their ilk stuff themselves like pigs and merely idle in their homes, while the young have taken to dog hunting. The noblemen have begun to do the noblemen have begun to do that which only once behooved only servants. Where once each lord kept his houses clean and orderly, now dogs lie there. Where hunters hunted, and lords would come to visit them as needs be. Today, they have devoted themselves to this lowly art, as if they have forgotten about their own blood. Ere they would ist at a table, and attend to the affairs of the land, and see to the multiplication of its peace and wealth. Today, there are want to share a roof with a dog of the hunt, and consider conservation of dogs and hunting to be of the most honorable variety. And thus the wealth of their estates is deteriorating, and the stench of their dogs shall soon kill them. In old days of yore, when they set off to war, their own country they did not loot and only took from the enemy, yet what of today? When they depart upon a military campaign, their first action is to plunder their own country. In times ere they dared not touch the property of the Holy Church and honored it rightly. Today they have no shame in plundering churches and monasteries. Without honor they return from battle, having molested young maidens and drunk every drop of mead. They return home like drunken beasts, and new injustices do perpetrate. Not a single crumb of honor is left in these once proud Czechs. And a time will come when they shall cry over their gain and only gladly return to the old ways and order. Alright. How good mead is brewed. You'll need 2 masses of honey, 4 water, a quarter mass of hops, a handful of sage, and a handful of bread yeast. Heat the clean water such that you can put your hand in it without scalding it. Then mix well 2 masses of the water and 1 honey, and stain the mixture through clean linen into a clean vessel. Boil it all for the time it takes you to cross a field thrice, and meanwhile remove the foam from the top with a perforated spoon or bowl. When it is boiled and without foam, pour it into a clean cask and cover it so that steam escapes, and let it cool till such a time as you may stick your hand in it without pain. Then take a pot of a half mass in size and fill it up halfway with hops. Add a handful of sage and boil it together as long as it would take for you to walk 1 mile. Then add the fermented yeast and mix it in to start the fermentation, and cover it so that the vapors may escape. Leave it thus 1 day and night, and then strain the mead through a clean cloth. Leave it for to ferment for 3 days and nights, adding even more fermented yeast each evening. Let it rest for 8 days, and afterwards pour it into a resin-coated cask, and leave it for another 8 weeks to stand, and only afterwards drink it, for it is done, and mead tastes best after 8 weeks. Still need more books. I at least want to get to level 5 so I can read the primer there.
God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
The wonders of the Indian continent. On tournaments and nightly jousts.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Is this enough?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Yeah, he's a smidge irritated. You know what? 45's good.
Very well, I agree.
Look, it's important we be able to read. So, the Travels of Sir John Mandeville. Oh, God. I can hear the Manderville jokes already happening. From the lands of the Moors, one travels to India by the way of countries and mountains of various sizes, and the Indian lands are divided into 3. The first is called the Greater, which has in it too much heat. The second, the Middle, which is not so hot. The third is called the Lesser, and it is so cold that the water there turns to crystals and rock. Now these are the crystals that the merchants bring here. In India, there are many different kingdoms, strange customs, and passions, peoples, and animals. It is called India after the river Indus, which flows through it, and the people who live besides this waterway are wise and ugly, and they hunt eels in the river that are more than 30 feet long. There are as many as 5,000 islands in the sea, of which different laws and customs prevail, and each of them is a whole country with a king and his subjects, and there are thousands of castles and towns and countless people. Though they are unknown to us, for few people travel out of India, because wherever they should go, they would be homesick for their country, but also because on your travels you encounter many cutthroats who also live there. Many terrible beasts and poisonous worms, and oceans are so dangerous that one would hardly swim therein, and in some places is the heat so great that the daytime people are burned to death by the sun. People here are sick too, and from the heat the intestines come out of their bodies. And in this land no iron or other metal is allowed, for in the land are many magnetic rocks, and therefore if a ship should have metals on it, it'd be drawn to the cliffs, and everyone on would die. On tournaments. Tournaments, or tourneys, are a favorite entertainment of the court, and sometimes are an amusement for the common people far and wide, who come to watch the lords of most noble birth joust, as if in the world itself such combat was rare. However, in the tourney, unlike true battle, causing injury is forbidden, and thus weapons are blunted and arms modified as needed, but sometimes unfortunate deaths do transpire. Mounted knights or armed with lances may vie with one another in attempts to dismount their opponent, or knights on foot armed in diverse manner to try to throw their opponent to the ground, and defeated must surrender his weapon, then can buy it back only in gold. The melee is a special type of hostitude, which in great teams of knights engage in combat that seems to resemble true battle, but the dealing of fatal blows is forbidden. In the kingdom of Bohemia, the tournament was widespread during the reign of King Wenceslas, when the hero ogre from the German lands did come to his court and bring with him this curious amusement, and alongside it great poverty for the whole land. For henceforth did lords travel in great numbers to compete in tourneys, and spent great fortunes upon them, and no money remained for other purposes. They took to adorning themselves and their steeds with coloured cloth to pose before their opponents, and they did cross arms more in combat than in real combat. in tournaments than in real combat. Today, elder men of noble birth do recall how Czechs were once the greatest fighters in all of the Holy Roman Empire. When the tournament arrived, their abilities they did squander, and today their displays on the true battlefield are of no merit. Forsooth, some fighters are of particularly great renown are incapable of dealing with proper blow in real combat, so low that their combat skills sunk. Perhaps one day, knights will become true men again and turn away from colorful tourneys and head for the battlefield, for the merriment of the tournament is certainly even a affront to God himself. Oh shit, I dropped the line. Where did the wine go? Fuck it. No wine then. So, at this point, a primer. Yeah, the books now actually don't look like a jumbled mess. First, though, before I read the book, at level 5, I can either get... The first time you look at a fresco, cross, or wayward shrine, your charisma will temporarily increase by 2, or being well learned, you make it a better impression on people and get a +1 speech bonus when trying to persuade a guard. You know what? Sure. It's time to read, and then we'll get on with this shit. Oh, I need to go somewhere else if I'm gonna read, because he'll probably want to kick me out of the house. That or it's gonna be too dark, maybe? Nah, it's probably a case of get the fuck out of my house.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Must be that farmhand Lubosh. I don't know what the hell you'd want him for, and I don't much care. He's got a cottage on the edge of the village near the stream. May the Lord watch over you.
What do I got on my to-do list? Ah, all those quests are way to the south. So we may as well keep on with this, because if I can't get to, if I can't really get to any of the side quests in the moment...
Have a look at those melons! Wouldn't they make a fine treat? Feel free to have a knock.
Sir, those are cabbages.
God be with you.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai. Good luck to you.
Ah, yeah, so watermelons aren't supposed to look like that. Actually, I just realized, He's willing to buy food off of me. Ow. Ow. The food went bad. I mean, I know it's meat on a horse, but like, oh. Oh, no. Nobody wants that. Alright, let's get to actually one of the best side quests, one of the best quests in the game. God, I still look like a mess.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here. That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Dude, I have not found a bath fucking anywhere, my dude. Well...
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
I guess not.
Good evening.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof.
Yeah, but I am
now a
fucking
murder here as well.
ugly.
Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
But yes, that's the important bit that we needed there.
God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
Alright, I think that's what we need detail-wise.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised. No, he can't tell me anything.
God be with you, good sir.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk. He was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on anyone.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Take care now.
So now we can actually go check out the gory details after I talk to the bailiff.
Good day to you.
Bailiff, I'm going in.
Farewell.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Judas? Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Actually true. nothing of real importance in there.
Nothing here. Nothing unusual.
It's got a bed if I want to sleep in here. It is getting late. Hi. You just coming in here for fun? Oh.
Doing sleeping in someone else's bed. Get the hell out or I'll call a guard.
Let me out. Ah.
May the Lord watch over you.
I need somewhere to sleep. Everyone's kind of abandoning the spot, so if you don't mind it smelling like fucking ass, it's somewhere to sleep. Alright, we're on our feet. We've overeaten a little bit, but we're fine. Alright, let's see if there's actually a bathhouse somewhere around here. That would be great, honestly.
Yeah.
This is not a bath. Yeah, it's a butcher's. Bathhouses tend to be on the outskirts of town because they are seen as places of illicit activities. However, this definitely does not look... Yeah, this doesn't look like a bathhouse. This looks like a stable. Yeah, that's not a thing that's happening here.
Yeah.
I want to get this cleared off my map just to make sure that I don't get confused with it later, but yeah, this ain't a bathhouse either. Easy.
Yeah.
Really? There we go.
Yeah.
That's because Talmberg don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, new horseman perk. Alright. Heavy duty pony. Carry more but is slower. Or faster but carries less weight. I'm gonna take racehorse because speed is everything on occasion. And cutting across the countryside going on a fast horse is fucking fun as hell.
Yeah.
Those are lodgings. This is the church. The baker, very important job. Grocer. Do none of you... Ah. I am looking slightly more clean, at least. Somewhere to launder my clothes, please.
Yeah.
The speed is real. Is this an apiary?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Just the archery range. Alright, who's ready for a fun as hell quest?
Yeah.
I know I'm hyping it up, but for once, I really do mean shit's gonna be fun as hell. Just to make sure I don't fuck this up and commit to the bit, I'm pulling out the Savior Snaps. Nah. I'm sorry? Waiting now for him to pop out after eating some food. And we are going to introduce you to the best fucking character of this game, Mr. Godwin.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Take it easy, DDG. Here's hoping that you come out of it safe.
Father, Lubosch was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
God be with you.
That is a deadline, by the way. If you do not get to him in the evening, he will absolutely be pissed with you. And you will be pissed with yourself, because you will miss the best fucking quest in the game. But we have some time in between then and now. Let's get to it.
God be with you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. And that's not all. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary, praise God. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, let's go get some side quests done.
Yeah!
So, I believe that is the quest at the stables. I haven't done the quest for the priest before. Fun fact, at certain times of day, you can actually run into Godwin practicing with a sword, which is not something he should be doing.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
Any work going here?
Enough for a dozen men. You could take the place of that useless stable hand Vashek for a start.
What happened? Did he do something wrong?
Just found out that he lost our pie.
Lost it where? In his stomach?
No, Pie was our fastest stallion. A lovely dappled.
Oh. Well, that's bad news. How did Vashek manage to lose him?
That's bad
He fell, banged his head, and the horse bolted. Can you fathom it? A stable hand falling off a horse. And then Pie took off at a gallop.
Well, I can't take Vashek's job, but I can try to find you a pie.
That would be nice of you. If there's anything you need to know, ask that fool. I was too livid to even speak to him.
Right.
Farewell.
Hey, puppy.
Good
Get
fella.
puppied.
That's my boy.
So where is Vashek? This appears to be the man.
Good day to you.
How's the head?
So even strangers know my shame. Come on, then. Come and take a closer look at Vashek the Blockhead.
I'm not here to mock.
So what is it you want?
I promised the head groom that I'd look for pie.
Well, good luck with that. I've been searching half the day, although I have been seeing double ever since that bang on the head, so it's possible I missed something.
Can you describe pie for me?
Long face, 4 legs.
You did hit your head hard, didn't you?
Yes. Why?
I asked you to describe Pie, not every horse in the world.
Sorry, he's a dappled grey, a stallion, and he's really fast. Though that won't help you much.
Quite the opposite. Can you describe Pie for me?
Oh, different ways of being dialogue.
Well, that should narrow it down. Does he have any distinguishing features? Like a colour, for instance?
Sorry, he's a dappled grey, a stallion, and...
Quite the opposite. Where did you fall off, Pie?
Just south of here. Between the fields and the woods, there's a crossroads where 4 paths meet. It was around there.
4 paths? So we could have gone anywhere.
Now you see my problem.
Great.
When was that?
In the morning. Then I staggered about for a while, feeling as rough as a boar's ass. I was glad to stagger back here in the end.
Fine. I'll go and look for him.
Thanks. If you find him, the groom might go easier on me. Oh, and one more thing.
Well?
Pies used to take in the bridle ways, so I'd keep to those.
That's useful. Thanks. I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Not level 5.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Sure.
Now pay close attention.
I'm actually kind of running a little low on groschen.
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn...
Well.
Oh, it didn't flat out actually increase my skill, I just got... that's not a lot. Okay. So, crossroads south of here. Up we go.
Yeah.
Oh god. Horse don't like walking through the creeks.
Yeah.
And away we go, comfortably down the roadway. There.
This'll be the crossroads. So where did Pie go?
Oh. Probably this way, considering there's shit on the ground. And there's no extra shit around here, so loop back for a moment. There's usually contextual clues.
Ah, still fresh.
Maybe he went this way. It's not like I've got anything better to go on.
Well, he's used to the bridle way, so that's probably the road then. So yeah, I did have it right. This way. Moving right along. This still fresh?
Ah, still fresh.
Yep. Then if it's still rank, we're on the right road. Let's see. There's some shit right there, I think. Yep. Right down here, then. Oh, hey, a hunt master. Who knows? Maybe he can be of some help.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Have you seen a horse running loose? A dappled grey?
I have indeed. Or at least I did see a riderless horse gallop through here. It went too fast for me to be sure of the color.
Where did you see him?
A short distance down the road, there's a brook. I was there fetching water when that horse gave me the fright of my life.
And where did he run onto?
Well, he splashed about and then ran upstream into the woods.
Much obliged.
My pleasure. Good luck in your search. Farewell.
Okay, so have to head down towards the creek, and then he ran upstream. The water's flowing down, so we head this way.
Yeah.
Rabbit. Ah, there he is. There's the lad.
You better clear up. Enough. I warned you.
Fuck. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. Take that.
My face.
Ow! Here!
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Also, what made you think it was a good idea to fight a man in full armor to a fist fight? I was thinking I might need to actually get some unarmed practice in, and well, this man will suffice perfectly fine for the beatings. Knuckle. Oh god, it's an infinite loop of pain for the man. Fuck you. You fucking idiot. Alright. I had a dagger on him. You know what? Thanks for the grocery. Oh, shit. You can have the rest, sir. I just wanted the groschen. Oh, Mike Amerson's fucked. I need to go see a blacksmith. Put that shot right up there. Put this shot right, let's say, there. Ah, pulled it too soon. Right there. Fuck. As the rapids was just spinning in place. Good lord. Okay. Doggo, I really need you to not be in the way. There we go. Hey, hunting perk level 2. Good stuff. He's burning down just fine. So let's see. Tanner. Able to skin dead animals or get offal. I'll take the skins. Skinning's a little bit more valuable than the offal. Alright, let's get you home. Yeah. How many arrows actually do I still have in the back? Oh, that was actually my last arrow, I think. Yeah, lucky ducky, I didn't run out at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And away we go, comfy down the road as we trot right along, moving down the place, going along. Right, from here we just take the road north until we get home. Still, do horses really shit that much? I don't think they... I don't think they have to use the restroom that much.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's get this horse parked. Alright, let's get her seated. Here's pie.
God be with you.
And your horse be with you.
I found pie for you.
Dear God! What a relief! Between ourselves, he was none too cheap. I don't know what I'd have done if he was gone for good. Here's something for your trouble.
Thank you. Just try not to lose him again.
We'll do our best.
Oh, a Capucin.
Farewell.
Don't mind that, you know, Pebbles just teleported. Anywho, we have something for him. Is it in my inventory? Yes, it is, I think. With this, we can put this on the horse. And now he looks cool as hell. Gotta get that horse armor drip. The caparison is an ornamental cape for a horse, which brings its owner distinction and admiration and flaunts his social status. Imagine the embarrassment of two knights turn up the same tournament horses dressed in the same caparison. Scandal. Now my horse is red. And yellow. I'm mostly only going to see the red. Cracking open the journal. We'll head to the parish priest to see if we can't do other things for him.
Yeah.
While we're waiting and spending the day burning daylight. Alternatively, I could have gone down and before noon, it is just at noon, so no time to see Teresa.
Yeah.
We're in another town anyway, so you know. Oh, you look at that. Godwin's doing his thing. Hello, Mr. Godwin.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. God be with you.
God be with you, sir. Ah, yes. She'll see the horse all pretty and decorated and think, yeah, this guy was sent by the church. God, she's way out west. Alright.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I could do? What I could do before heading out is that I have some time to do it. I'm gonna read another book.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good health to you. Take care now.
Look, I ain't gonna begrudge people their local customs. Alright, so primer. The boys joined me for playing. Hell yeah.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Behold, rabbit.
One ale over here, please.
Behold.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
More rabbits. Though eating nothing but rabbit is actually not good for you. Rabbit is not very fatty.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Good evening.
Oh.
Here you are.
Is he in yet? Yes, he is. Alright, best quest. Here we fucking
Blessings of our
go.
Lord be. And with you, lad. Take a seat.
There's only so much I can do without a bathhouse, and I don't have one here.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Scallas.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. The parents, the girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There's a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture.
I'd like a beer.
We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business.
I probably should have found more details out about him.
Confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Just as you ordered.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujitz is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous
To
vices.
the women, God bless them.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like...
Oh, what the fuck? That is weird that it crashed. Holy shit, I'm getting a shit tether. Hold up. What in the fuck is going on here? What in the fuck? Okay, it seems to be stable again, but that's very weird. What happened there? Today. It's very, very picky. There we go. Back up. So I should probably check out his, some other things around if we want more conversation pieces. Count that as a confessional or something? Weird. Actually, first, stop Twitch from recording all of my movements, because holy hell. That should do it. Less stress on matters. This is how we get to the bell tower. Up, up, up. Also, it's not in Czech because the game, when it was, it's localized. And the voice actors are fine for what they do. Actually, I think we were doing just fine, actually. So you know what? We'll do the reading trick again. Burner hours away, just... Oh, wait, hold on. First, not sell, kinda aged meat. Get the best price for it.
Good day to you.
Better price. Now, where's the dog? Dog!
Look what I've got for you. You'll love... Look what I've got. You'll...
Oh, no, I didn't want the dried... whatever.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love...
You can have all the meat. Feeding mutt to the brim.
Look what I've got. You'll...
Fat boy.
Good fella.
That's my boy.
So now we will read.
My respects to you.
May the Lord watch over you. Ale for me.
All right, actually good times. Oh, he's not here yet. Interesting. Should be here, shouldn't he? Just means I get another hour of reading.
The blessings of our Lord be...
And with you, lad.
Also, hi there, concubine. Because, you know, the godly one should have a concubine.
I'm sorry I can't tell you, but first...
Flip through the dialogues that we've already seen because the OBS crash.
Oh, God, no. I didn't...
My... And how...
He did.
Ah, now the...
The room annoyed. Sure.
I see. Well, then...
I know.
You know,
but...
Let's just... These...
Well, we've had an... So, about this...
Henry, if people stop...
I understand.
Chin up, lad.
What?
If I tell you...
Word of honor?
On my soul.
And we'll let the dialogue
I
play
always
from here.
wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct them. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Think again.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Do not... What the fuck?